Hello there, very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. On behalf of the Newsfirst, the voice of the people, I'm Martin Satyanesan. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon.
Farmers still in crisis without fertilizer. Second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine for elders above 70 years of age. Death row inmates continue their hunger strike for the fourth consecutive day.
Now those stories in detail. The project to clean up the Tissa Maharama River under a Sri Lanka-Chinese joint venture has been temporarily suspended following a directive by the Department of Archaeology. Meanwhile, speaking at a media briefing yesterday, the Gaul Soba Sumitra organization expressed their views into the matter. The task of cleaning up the Tissa Maharama River has been given over to a Chinese company. The task of cleaning up the Tissa Maharama River has been given over to a Chinese company. We would like to ask the government, did the hundreds and thousands of generations of kings build these tanks with the help of foreign companies? Aren't there local engineers and local technology to work on this project? At a time when there is a mass marine and environmental destruction and the farmers are struggling without fertilizer, this compounds the woes of the country. You are paralyzing the farmers of this country. Protest over the fuel price hike, fertilizer shortage and several issues faced by the people were held in several areas in the country today.
A demonstration organised by the SJB Pradeshiya Sabha members of the Mawatagama was held in Mawatagama today.
Mahata 10 months haven't passed and the farmers are aggravated due to the shortage of fertilizers. In the past, people were talking about driving cars instead of bicycles, but now they do not even have the means to ride a bicycle. This government is solely responsible for placing the people in such a situation.
Another protest was held in Kegaul today with the participation of Pradeshiya Sabha members of the Samagijana Balavegya and a group of supporters.
Meanwhile, the farmers of the Tabbo agrarian community have stopped their cultivation because they have no fertilizer.
The farmers say they commenced cultivation since the government promised to provide fertilizer. However, the crops cannot be maintained properly without fertilizer. Close to 100 families who engage in farming activities have lost their hopes of cultivation. Those were the visuals of the protests staged by farmers of the Dambagol area in Uwa Paranagama requesting to provide fertilizer on time. This is another protest organized by farmers in Aralagangvilla. We are asking the government to provide organic or chemical fertilizer. This government came into power stating they will provide fertilizer for free. Today, let alone free fertilizer, you cannot even buy fertilizer. First of all, we have to start with the seeds. Without changing the seeds, how can we cultivate these hybrid seeds without these chemical fertilizer? This is only known by the farmers. The people who are in AC cabins do not understand this. The Association of the Small Tea Estate Owners in Tavalagama states this protest requesting for fertilizer for cultivation. We are people who grew up with these tea plants. We worked hard We are not a burden to the country. We want justice. We want fertilizer. Farmers of Uwa Paranagama in Valimada staged a protest yesterday requesting a solution to the fertilizer crisis. If they are to implement this, it has to be done methodically. They have to provide proper training to the farmers for about 3 years to use organic fertilizer and chemical fertilizer. Also provide them with materials and equipment to produce them. You have to do this methodically. If you stop all of this instantly, the farmers will fall into a lot of trouble. The harvest will reduce. There will be a food shortage in the country.
මේක නතර කරොත් ගොවීන් විශාල අමාරුවක වැටෙනවා අස්වැන්න අඩු වෙනවා රටේ විශාල ආහාර අහිමියක් ඇති වෙනවා
වර්තමාන ආණ්ඩුව මේ වෙනකොට
The present government has abandoned the country and the people, leaving them helpless. Revenue streams of ordinary people have been disrupted. Without fertilizer, farmers are unable to cultivate their crops. The government was unable to face this issue and resolve it. As of now, paddy fields have gone barren. Fertilizer required for the paddy has not been received yet. On the other hand, the Chinese are here with military uniforms invading the country. Indian drones hovering above the land is gathering information on us, posing a threat to our national security. Moreover, Japan and America are conducting military drills in the East Coast. The country is in a dire state. The hunger strikes carried out by the death row inmates of the Valikada and Mahara prisons continued for the 4th day today.
Prison media spokesperson, Prisons Commissioner Chandana Ekanayaka stated that 75 inmates from the Mahara prison and 150 inmates from the Valikada prison are taking part in the hunger strike.
Several discussions were held regarding this matter. Accordingly, the Ministry of Justice and the Attorney General's Department are currently working on a solution to this. The President has also been briefed on this issue. The Prisons Department has decided to not grant pardon to the inmates who are staging a protest on top of a roof of a building who attempts to vandalize the building of the premises. I urge the inmates to let go of this protest and they will be considered for some sort of relief.
Meanwhile, former President Maithripala Sirisena says reports claiming that he is to take oaths as a government minister in due course are false. In a statement, the former president dismissed these claims, noting that he never made a request from the government for a ministerial portfolio or any other position. The former president added that he has no expectation of any position in the government. Meanwhile, the administration of the second dose of the AstraZeneca Covishield vaccine among those above the age of 70 within the Colombo municipality limits commenced today.
Chief Health Officer of the Colombo Municipal Council, Dr. Ruan Vijayamuni, stated that close to 10,500 people are to be inoculated under the program. He says those eligible to receive the vaccine have been informed about the date, time and venue via SMS or a phone call. Dr. Ruan Vijayamuni stated that residents of Colombo North, Central Colombo will be given the vaccine at the Sugaradasa Stadium. Residents of Borella, East Colombo and West Colombo will be given the vaccine at the Sitomina Reception Hall in Kirulapana.
A group of textile and plastic traders of the weekly fair staged a protest opposite the new bus stand in Anuradhapura.
Traders complained that they were not given permission to engage in trading of textile and plastics, even though travel restrictions have been lifted.
We do not have any other job to do. We do not have any other source of income because we haven't piled up money in the banks. We do not want 5,000 rupees. We do not want to live off other people's money. What we want is to reopen our market and we request the authorities to do so. Almost all the shops in the town are open. They are not allowing us to open the market. I request the rulers of this country to pay some attention to this matter.
School students of Arlaganville Dimbulagala are heavily inconvenienced due to the difficulties they face when obtaining online education.
Close to 300 farming families reside in Kanvegama, Arlaganville and Dimbulagala. School children obtaining online education face hardships due to the poor internet coverage. Students engage in online learning on top of trees and mountains. If the authorities could at least provide a mobile signal to the village so that these children who are looking for a future in the trees, mountains and lakes could succeed by taking online lessons.
Scholarship lessons for children undergoing hardships when obtaining online learning will be launched from today on TV1.
Educational programs for the Grade 5 scholarship examination will telecast on weekdays from 9 to 10 a.m. starting today. The repeat telecast will be aired on the same day from 3 to 4 p.m. In addition, lessons on GCE ordinary level subjects will also telecast on weekdays from 8 to 9 a.m. and again from 4 to 5 p.m. The repeat telecast for Tamil medium students will be aired on Shakti TV from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. The repeat telecast will be aired again on TV1 from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. The tutorials will be delivered to your doorstep or via email. You can send us your information on WhatsApp to 0777 600 40.